Our top story today takes up to PCA Kasarani, Nairobi, where an incident during a church service involving former Deputy President Gachagua has sparked intense political reactions. Gachagua, who was attending a service at the PCA Kasarani church early today, found himself caught in a chaotic confrontation with a group of goons demanding money. The scene quickly escalated into vandalism, with vehicles and property damaged, and eventually, Gachagua's security was forced to intervene. This event is seen by many as a reflection of the deepening political tension between Gachagua and President Ruto.
Sisi kasi yetu tukiwa Wakristo na wale ambao wanaabudu Mwenyezi Mungu ni kushirikiana na Wakristo kujenga nyumba safi na nyumba nzuri la Bwana, na ndio tumekuja leo. Na hatuelewi ni kwa nini wengine wanatutumia watu ya kutushambulia. Na tumekuja kufanya kazi ya Bwana. And mimi sitaki niseme mambo mengi kwa sababu nitasungumza kesho jioni.
The disruption of today's church service by what former Deputy President Gachagua described as goons has ignited fresh tensions in Kenya's political landscape. While the details of the incident are still unfolding, Gachagua wasted no time accusing President Ruto of orchestrating the attack.
Wachana na sisi tutembee mahali tunataka. And even if you want to pursue us, don't pursue us inside the church. But of course, when we are seated here, wondering why the president would go to that length of sending goons inside a church to attack leaders, to attack Christians. But we also remember that sometimes back, kanisa ya Kiamba, watoto walikuwa huko, walichukuliwa, wakarudishwa ndani, wakachomeka. So we are not surprised because hii ni tabia ambayo inaonekana it is consistent. So where rais endelea, no problem. Lakini ujue hii kitendo ya leo, uhusiano yako na kanisa ya PCA is irreparably damaged ever. So wewe endelea tu vile unataka, it's okay, there's no problem.
By framing the attack as a state-sponsored thuggery, Gachagua has positioned himself as a victim of what he describes as increasing authoritarian tactics by President Ruto. But there are questions about whether the goons were hired by political operatives or if this was an isolated act of violence by disenfranchised youth. What's clear, however, is Gachagua's attempt to control the narrative, presenting this as an attack on him and by extension, his supporters in the Mount Kenya region. The incident also offers Gachagua an opportunity to enforce his position as a political figure who is willing to stand up against perceived state repression.
Unajua sisi kama tungekuwa waoga, mzungu angetukalia mpaka wa leo hangekuwa ametoka Kenya. Lakini wazazi wetu walienda msituni, mzungu akiwa na ndege na bunduki na kila kitu, lakini tukavumilia mpaka mzungu akaondoka. Kwa hivyo hatuwezi tishu. Na chama yetu iko tayari mwezi ya 5. Sawa sawa? Mnangoja chama yetu? Si mumehama kwa UDA? Sasa nyinyi msijali, chama yetu iko tayari. Tukijitayarisha mambo ya uchaguzi pole tukisubuana na huyu jamaa, lakini msikuwe na wasiwasi. Mungu wako na Mungu halali, tena hakuli ugali. Mungu ni yule.
Gachagua's political resilience is noteworthy. Despite the chaos and vandalism, he managed to address the congregation, sending a message of defiance and determination. The incident may actually strengthen his position, particularly in Mount Kenya, where he remains a significant figure. The church is a powerful platform for him, and this incident could be a rallying cry for his supporters ahead of the 2027 elections. For President Ruto, the optics of today's events are far from favorable. If his administration is indeed behind the disruption, it will represent a risky move, especially given the deep respect Kenyans have for religious institutions. Ruto, who campaigned heavily on pro-church platforms, risks alienating key voters by appearing to sanction such an attack. While Ruto has attempted to consolidate his support in Mount Kenya, Today's incident might serve as a reminder to Gachagua that his influence will not be left unchecked. The church, which helped propel Ruto to power in 2022, now seems to be the center of a new political battle, and the question remains, will Gachagua's message of defiance resonate, or will the church's response backfire on the president? Today's incident in Kasarani is a stark reminder of how sacred spaces in Kenya have become battlegrounds for political influence. The church, which has historically played a central role in shaping political outcomes, is once again at the heart of a high-stake political confrontation. For Gachagua, the church remains a key platform to rally support, especially after his impeachment in 2024. If religious leaders publicly side with Gachagua, it could significantly shift the political dynamic, and with Gachagua warning Ruto that eliminating him would complicate the president's politics, it's clear that both leaders are preparing for a long and brushing battle ahead.
And I want to tell you, Rais, tafadhali, vile maneno naendelea hii Kenya, even if you eliminate Rigathi Gachagua, nothing will change. It will just complicate your politics more than is already complicated. And we have enough soldiers to carry on with the struggle. You know, you may bring me down if that is what you think will help you, but we have enough soldiers here to carry on with the struggle. So sisi tunakualika ufanye vile unataka. Governor, hawa watu ya Kasarani walikuchagua. You cannot pay them back by kutuma goons kwa kanisa yao. Surely. It doesn't matter how ungrateful you are. If nothing else, watu ya Kasarani governor walikupigia kura, walikupatia mamlaka. How can you send goons in their church when they are raising funds for the completion of their church?
The Kasarani incident today serves as a microcosm of the growing political fault lines in Kenya. As the political tension between Rigathi Gachagua and President William Ruto continues to escalate, the church, once a powerful ally for Ruto, may now become a source of division. Both leaders face a delicate challenge in managing their narratives and their supporters as they look ahead of the 2027 elections. Felix Wandera, reporting for Newstime TV.